ruling on the floor is overturned.
And after reviewing the play, it looks like they're overturning the call here. That basket is good.
It would have been a real shame if those points didn't count. I'm so glad the officials were able to take a second look and make the right call.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Atlanta on top, up 3. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from Atlanta?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
McNeely is out there with Zachary Risache. And it's Phillips in at the 1. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
The Hawks lead by 5. Here's McNeely. Yet to see a basket. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Here's Servetus. Pass to Kramer. Wide open look. It's rebounded by Risache. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possession.
Here's Hickson. Checking the numbers. He's averaging close to 15 a game.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Phillips. Counted from distance. Phillips has got 5 points now in the quarter. Well, Grant, as more and more teams look to get up and down, you think that lends itself to going deeper down the roster?
Oh, definitely, B.A. Also, with the G League and bigger coaching staffs enabling end-of-the-bench guys to get more reps, it helps them stay ready when their number is called.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Here's Clemens. Still no points. Pass to Phillips. 4-3. And it's New York with a rebound. Their last game, a win against the Magic. Looking to carry it into this one.
Oh my, talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them, but they were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
Boy, you know, it takes character, poise, toughness to win on the road, and that's exactly what they showed last game.
Shot clock at 2. Johnson with a bucket.
He just showed us why they need to respect his shot.
All right, for those just joining us, we're almost to it. making a switch here. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, money in the last outing against Toronto got the job done. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and once again, he was lights out from distance. What a game for him, and against their rivals, no less, which had to make him feel extra special. Guys, back to you.
Allie, we appreciate the update. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition switch ignited.
Here's Adrian. No points so far. Pass to Salah. Clock at 6. Fires the 3. Atlanta with a rebound. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Looking ahead, they've got the Warriors coming to town for their next game. And that'll be the finale in their 4-game homestand.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
Knicks trail by 8. There's 53 seconds left in the second quarter. Hickson can't hit. Atlanta's gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Money. Oh, he pipes it. 9 for 14 and showing no let-up.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
New York, no good that time either.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And this will be his 3rd and 4th free throws of the game here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Both shots good from the strike. Knicks trail by 12. Right outside. Beyond the arc. It's not going to go for him. And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. Atlanta on top, up by 12. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Hey everybody, first off, let's take a gander at what's been happening on the trading block. And while we're looking at this, Shaq, any trades you'd like to see take place?
Yeah, I like to trade seats with Kenny. I think this one is broken.
Yeah, because you broke it, and I'm not trading. Hard pass.
Okay, we'll get you a new one, big fella. Just hang in there. And now, how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the Hawks.
I like what they're doing in transition, pushing the pace, getting up court before the defense gets set, just like I used to do.
Little revisionist history. All right, though. Okay. And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Here's Money on the floor for New York. They've got Johnson, and it's Wright in at the shooting guard position. Money with the bucket.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Here's Servetus. He's scoreless. Back to Johnson. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. Wright, the pass to Servetus. And there's a pick. Launches it. Rebound Atlanta. Elliott's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
I'll tell you what, they rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Wright outside, puts up a deep 3. It's hauled in by Patterson. Patterson's got 4 rebounds now. Driving in, and it's in there. Money's got 30.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Johnson passes to Wright. Launches a 3. A shot by Johnson, no good.
Another miss, not how he wanted to start the second half.
Here's Money, covered by Johnson. Five on the clock. Here's Money. And they pick up 2. Money's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Clock at 4. Oh, swiped away. Here's Servetus. Ricochet covering. Outside Johnson. And again, the Knicks missing.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
The steal. Pass to Wright. With the floater. Yep, that one's good. Wright's got 8.
That's what you call playing big. He just stays committed to the attack mode.
And sometimes that's the best policy when you're going up against a big guy. Take it to the 10. Right at him. Get to the rack.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. McNeely's checked in for Patterson. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. Taking a look at Dallas, they pulled themselves up to the second place spot.
Well, right now for the Hawks, they've been on a roll, victorious in their last 5 outings, really showing up their #1 seed status.
Here's Adrian. Pass to Hickson. Here's Servetus. And here's Wright from the arc. Elliott clears away. And 1:01 left in the third. Here's Money. 32 points in the game for him. 6 to shoot. Atlanta needs to get off a shot. Pass to Clemens. Sinks the tray. And the Hawks lead by 21.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Now here's Wright. Give him 8. Knocks it down from distance. He's got 11.
He's shooting well, doing his best to keep this offense in gear, but he hasn't had a lot of support.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Money. Can't connect from short range.
It's not easy to finish in traffic, but those are chances he has to convert.
And so it's Atlanta, a sizable 18-point lead at the end of the period. Building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting it. We'll be right back after this word. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got McNeely, and it's Patterson in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And Atlanta with possession here, following the bucket by the Knicks. Here's Phillips, covered by Johnson. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Butter, nigga. And the carrier, nigga.
Knicks trail by 16. Fires from deep. The Knicks keep it alive. Tries again. Ross can't get it to go.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Here's Johnson, following the score by Atlanta. For 3. Rebounded by McNeely.
He managed to knock down one triple in the first half, but nothing since then.
From deep. Nails it from beyond the arc. And the Hawks lead by 21.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to them at all times.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on deep.
Here's McNeely. Pass to Phillips. And Clark, the Defensive Player of the Year award. Outside Johnson. Here's Adrian. New York working the ball around now. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
The Hawks lead by 21. Here's Money. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
The Knicks have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Pass to Servidis. Now here's Wright. Jacks up a 3. Reed with the rebound.
Hey, it was a good look, one he normally capitalizes on.
1:57 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Takes it inside, and he dunks it down.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
There's the three. Servetus misses. Here's Atlanta with the ball. They're on a 14-4 run.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Hawks.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And this victory will put them at 36 wins on the year.
And they've had their fingerprints all over this series, winning 2 straight and looking like they have this team's number.
Yep, but 2 more to go before the end of the season. They'll obviously be very confident heading into those 2 games.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Money.
And I love his composure. He didn't try to do too much or force things, but he was ready to take advantage of every opening the defense gave him.
McNeely's checked in for Atlanta. And so he hits both. Here's Hickson. 32 seconds left to play in the 4th. To end the run, Kramer, no good. Boy, this could snowball if they continue to put up points.
I can't say enough about their performance.
Here's Money. He buries it from 3. Money's got 44.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Knocked away. The dive for the ball. So we see the Hawks taking the W here. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. We'll see you later.
That's out my fail house.
And both sides on the floor getting ready for the game ahead, and it's almost that time. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. And tonight, it's the New Orleans Pelicans going up against the Atlanta Hawks at State Farm Arena. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan with me tonight. Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And Allie LaForce is reporting on the sideline. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for him.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting's been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, we've got Hawkins. Cummings is out there with Curry. And it's Queen in at the force line. And for Atlanta, we've got Money. Reza Shea is out there with Elliott. And it's Patterson in at the power forward position. On paper, this game looks one-sided, GA, but you never know in the NBA, do you? As they say, anything can happen.
Yeah, I mean, just so much talent in the league. If one or two guys get hot, this could end up being an upset. The difference between good teams and bad is razor thin.
Nailed from three-point land.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And the shot goes in.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Now Curry. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Here's Money. Reza Shea in the corner. It's stolen by Cummings. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Clark finds Curry. Here is Cummings. Takes a 3. Clemens with the rebound.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Here's Money. Goes back up. Elliott the bucket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
And again, New Orleans has no up.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Money. Sinks the triple. Money's got his second basket of the night.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Hawkins passes to Curry. Here's Money, guarded by Curry. Money, another 3 for Atlanta.
And the coaching staff has to be happy with how they've shot the ball here early on.
And Billy Green wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Making a change here. McNeely's checked in. And now we have a moment to recognize the player of the week in the Eastern Conference, Money.
Basketball is one of the few sports where good offense beats good defense, and nobody has had better offense than him lately. I don't think there's anybody in the league that could have slowed him down on offense. He was unstoppable, to say the least.
Here's McLeod. His last outing with 20 points.
Yeah, slow start for them offensively. 1 for 5. They need to be more patient and find a better look.
Count it. 10 points for Money.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
And here is Cummings. A dependable source of points for his team, averages just under 24 points a game. The shot by Hawkins, no good.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Money. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Pass to Cummings. Here's McLeod. No good, unable to end this run. Here's Money. He's covered by Clark. Here's Money. Plays it up off the glass. Money's got 12 points in the game.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
And Willie Green wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Here are the top shooters from deep this month. These guys have been raining down threes lately. You look at Money. He's absolutely deadly from outside. And, of course, Rizachet, another sniper. He'll hurt you from three-point land.
I mean, the shooting range of these two guys has probably been the most impressive. There's not a spot on the floor they can't hit from. And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
And the basket by Money.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
Here's Gatling after the made shot from Money. There's 48 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's McLeod. No good on the three. And it's the Hawks ball. They're on a 16-3 run. Here's Money. Drills the three-pointer. Money's got 17.
And you couldn't ask for anything more in terms of efficiency here. 7 of 9 to start.
Pass to Cummings. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And he's still scoreless in this quarter. And at this point, they can use every point they can get.
Buries it from three-point range.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
Yeah, we thought this might be the case. You see a few of those go through the net, it becomes contagious.
And so it's Atlanta with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. Their defense has been active and effective. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Hawks.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
So for New Orleans right now, O'Neal is out there with Oakland. Then it's Curry. Then there's Cummings. And it's McLeod. And up the two-spot. Reed with a screen on Curry. Floats it up for Reed.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they'd love to run. Outside Curry. O'Neal outside. Screen by O'Neal. For three. Reed with the rebound. You often hear that the skill level in the league has never been higher, Greg, and some say this is the peak of the game. What do you think?
And I'll tell you this, Kevin, I'm not complaining. If the league can improve upon this, The sky is really the limit.
Atlanta shooting their first free throw tonight, and Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Patterson, he's checked in for Atlanta. And New Orleans also making a change. Queens checked in.
Find the lane. Find the lane. One shot.
Checked in for Oakland. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And the basket by Money.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the Grizzlies delivered quite a performance. He scored 53 points, and as always, a lot of those points came in bunches of 3. And he was huge for them in that way. Talking to his coaches pregame, they hope he can repeat that performance with another one here tonight. Back to you.
Great stuff, Allie. We thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
Curry dishes to Clark. His three-pointers off the mark.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Here's Money. Misses the 3.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
Here's McLeod. Off target with his 3.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Here's McLeod after the made shot from Money. The 19-foot shot, and a little luck that time, but it drops. 41 seconds left in the first half. Puts up a 3. Hits it from three-point range. Money's got 29 in the game.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
We've got 22 seconds left in the second quarter. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks Feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Hey everybody, it's halftime. Boy, it's been a rough go so far for the New Orleans Pelicans.
They couldn't shut down the lane. Only thing that would stuff that is prime check. Maybe two of me.
Now that is a scary sight. Two of you.
Well, we're going to need a bigger fridge, Ernie.
Changing gears a little now, guys, what do you make of the All-Star voting results so far?
Man, we've talked about it so much, hard to believe we're almost an all-star weekend.
I'm interested to see which new faces make it this year. This first All-Star game for a player really memorable. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What a game we're seeing from Money.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Atlanta leading by 17. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds. And a quick look at how Atlanta's schedule shaping up. On Friday, they'll be matching up with Paolo Banchero and the Orlando Magic. Then on Sunday, they'll go up against Cade Cunningham and the Detroit Pistons.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
We've got Zachary Rizachet. Money out there with Elliott. And it's Patterson in at the power forward. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Here's Money. Buries the long-range jumper. Money's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Hawks. Hawkins kicks to Clark. Pass to Curry. Here's Queen. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
It's his first trip to the line.
And his average at the line stands at about 79% right now, so solid numbers in that department.
First one falls for him. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Hawks leading by 18. Here's Money. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Curry's shot is good.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
A three-pointer is right on target. Money's got 41.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Here's Curry. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. First trip to the line for him here.
Shoot 2.
The free throw drops for Curry. There are some who will say, GA, there are too many threes being taken in today's NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, if we're cutting back on something, how about free throws? The three-point shootout is arguably the best part of All-Star Saturday, but nobody wants to watch a free throw contest.
The Hawks leading by 20. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Here's Money. No good from outside.
Well, after 3 straight makes, that's their first miss of the half.
Pass to Curry. Back to Clark. Now here's Curry. He's tightly guarded. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Hawkins. Rebound by the Hawks. Elliott's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Money, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
It's good. Money's got 43 points.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. And that's a foul called on Money. That'll be his second foul of the game. McNeely's checked in for Patterson. .157 left in the third. Cummings passes to Hawkins. Shoots from 14. Rebound by the Hawks. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. And it goes down 2 points. Money's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Pass to Clark. Can't get it to fall. For Atlanta, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. The shot's good. Money's got 47 points.
Well, they wouldn't be in the position they're in without his contribution. He has tormented this defense tonight.
Here's McLeod, guarded by Rizachet. Pass to Money. Lets it go from deep, and again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
The Pelicans have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. And that one, good.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Atlanta's gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. Fires from 14, and yep, another basket.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Driving in, boom, he jams it straight down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Pass to Cummings. Here's the 3. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Atlanta, leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. Back to the action in just a minute. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So for New Orleans right now, Cummings is out there with Clark, and it's Gatling in at the point guard. Officiating is always a hot topic among fans, Greg. That's never going to go away. And some people think the game is called too closely now.
Be careful, Kevin. We don't need any fines over here. Fans are bound to get frustrated with certain calls, but overall, I think our officials do a great job, and the game is about as fair as it can be.
Here's McLeod. Pass to Queen. 6 on the shot clock. Good on the triple.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Richardson outside. Reed with a screen for Richardson. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. No good on the triple. Well, for New Orleans, shooting about 42% so far. They set the pick. Here's McLeod. They swipe it. Shoots from the line, and Phillips gets it to go. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Hawks.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
And with so many teams, Dan, filling roster spots with rookie contracts, the importance of drafting well continues to rise.
Oh, absolutely it does, Kevin. The quicker you can get those guys up to speed and helping you on their rookie contracts, where they're at least relatively lower priced, helps your salary cap situation, helps you fill out the roster with quality players.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. At 3 off the mark. New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Money's checked in for Atlanta. Atlanta's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. And Curry pulls it down. And so Curry will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Cummings passes to Curry. 2 points, that one goes.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Hawks.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And this will make it 31 victories for them on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Money.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Again, what an avalanche!
Make that 61 point.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. There's 37 seconds left in the game. Now here's Curry. He's guarded closely. Count that one.
And you gotta like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carry overs into the next game.
Yeah, a loss stings a little less if you at least feel like you put up a fight. but only a little.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved the best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
And another one falls.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Al LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. So long and good night, everyone.